Hey there, are you curious about what it's really like to live in Kalispell, Montana? Maybe you've seen the stunning mountain views or heard about our incredible outdoor lifestyle, but what is it really like to live here from day to day? Today, I'm sharing the honest pros and cons of living in Kalispell, from the cost of living and the weather to the hidden gems you'll love and a few things you might want to prepare for. If you're new here, I'm Lindsay Escarco with the Living in Kalispell Real Estate Team with Real Brokerage, helping people just like you make the move to Montana. All of our contact information is in the description below, so if you want us to help you, feel free to reach out. If you want real talk about life in the Flathead Valley, plus tips for finding your dream home here, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything new. All right, let's get into it. So first, let's set the scene a little bit. Kalispell is really the hub of Flathead County. It's centrally located to everything that draws people to the area. Glacier National Park, Whitefish Mountain Resort, and Flathead Lake are all an easy drive away. It's where you'll find the main shopping, dining, hospitals, schools, and services for the entire valley. So if you want to be close to everything, Kalispell is a fantastic home base. All right, let's start with the good stuff. The pros of living in Kalispell. There are many, but I'll just go over a few. First, the outdoor recreation is absolutely incredible. You are surrounded by mountains, lakes, and endless trails. Hiking, mountain biking, skiing, snowboarding, fishing, boating, paddleboarding, one of my favorites. It's basically all in your backyard. Glacier National Park is only about 30 minutes away. Flathead Lake, 15 minutes south. Whitefish Ski Resort, about 25 minutes north. If you love the outdoors, it really doesn't get much better than Kalispell, Montana. Another huge pro is the tight-knit community feel. Even though Kalispell is growing fast, it still has a small town vibe. People are friendly, they wave to you, businesses know your name, and it's easy to get involved and make connections here. We also have some great local spots too, like Sweet Peaks Ice Cream, my kid's favorite, Coulter Coffee, DeSoto Grill, some of the best barbecue, just to name a few. And speaking of local, another big perk here is the access to farm fresh food. If buying local is important to you, you will love it here. You can find meat, eggs, raw honey, produce, dairy, and more from local farms all around the valley. Farmers markets are also a really big deal, and a lot of families here really value that farm-to-table lifestyle. Kalispell's economy is also growing. New restaurants, breweries, shops, and businesses are popping up all the time. There's a lot of new construction, and the real estate market is strong with a variety of home options, from historic downtown houses to newer subdivisions. One thing I love about Kalispell housing is that no matter what kind of home you're looking for, whether it is new construction, a neighborhood feel, or if you dream of acres of land with a farmhouse or a ranch, Kalispell very likely has exactly what you are looking for. And of course, you do get 4 beautiful seasons. Summers are warm and sunny, but not too hot and not humid. And fall brings the stunning colors and crisp air. It is just beautiful here, especially in Glacier National Park in the fall time. Winters are snowy and cozy. And spring, while it might be a little muddy, bursts with new life. And we know that summer is coming. So if you love seasonal living, this is a big plus. And honestly, the scenery here, it never gets old. Every single day, you are surrounded by views that belong on a postcard, and you will just love living here. There's no tall buildings in Kalispell, so you can really see 360-degree views of the Swan Mountains, of the foothills behind us, Whitefish Ski Resort, and on a clear day, you can also see Glacier National Park. It's really spectacular. And of course, no place is perfect, and Kalispell does have a few challenges too. So let's get into it. First of all, the cost of living. Housing prices have climbed a lot in the past few years. It's still often more affordable than places like Bozeman or places in California or Colorado, but compared to national averages, Kalispell, Montana is definitely on the higher side of housing. Groceries, gas, utilities tend to run a little more expensive because of our remote location. Keep in mind, Montana has no state sales tax, so that is a plus. Another challenge is the job market. While healthcare, construction, trades, tourism, and education are solid here, there aren't a ton of corporate, tech, white-collar job opportunities. A lot of newer residents either work remotely or they come here with jobs already secured or own their own business. So that's something to think about if you're planning on making a move here. And while the winter is absolutely beautiful, it can also be a little long. Snow usually starts in November, but really sticks starting December and January, and it can last through March. And sometimes we do even get snow in April, even if it doesn't stick. So if you're not a winter person, or if shoveling snow and icy roads really isn't your thing, if you don't have any winter sports as hobbies, this can be an adjustment for sure. Traffic is another thing to consider. So especially if you live near downtown Kalispell or near the major hub of the shopping center. It's nothing compared to big cities, but it can feel a little congested during tourist season, and at times you'll hit pockets of heavier traffic around the town centers and schools and shopping areas. And while we have all the basics like Target, Costco, Home Depot, and a few chain restaurants like Chick-fil-A, we got that here now too, the lifestyle is definitely more laid back and the options are a little bit more limited. And speaking of tourists, Glacier National Park does draw over 3 million visitors a year. So during summer, the entire valley gets busier. Longer lines at restaurants, crowded trailheads, more traffic on the roads. It's great for the economy, but it does change the slower pace of life in the busy season if you make the move here. That said, one thing that really shines in Kalispell is the community. There are so many fun events throughout the year. The Northwest Montana Fair and Rodeo, downtown farmers markets, parades during the holidays. We have a great 4th of July parade. The holidays are just spectacular here. You feel like you're in a Hallmark movie. Art walks, live music events, really fantastic. And it's a place where you will run into friends and neighbors all over town. So if you're looking for a community-centered, outdoorsy, family-friendly lifestyle, Kalispell has a lot to offer. So is Kalispell for everyone? Maybe not. If you're someone who needs constant nightlife, a giant job market, or sunny year-round warm weather, you might feel like this is a little bit quiet and remote and a little too cold or snowy for you. But if you love the outdoors, if you value community, and you don't mind a little winter snow, and you want fresh mountain air, farm fresh food, postcard-worthy views every day, Kalispell might be exactly what you're looking for. If you're thinking about making a move, or just have some questions about what it's like to live here, feel free to reach out. I'd love to help you find your place in the Flathead Valley. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more Montana life and real estate tips, drop a comment below if you have any questions, or if there's a topic that you want me to cover on a future video. I'll see you soon.